Warning. Today's vlog contains images and video depicting graphic violence.
Oh hey! Have you ever had a violent outburst because of something you've heard or seen in the media?
Nope.
Was it a no? That's, probably because you're a rational human being who takes responsibilities for their own actions. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to another highly educational video. Today's topic, mediated violence. It's no secret that us humans have a history of violence, and that transcends to our entertainment. Fictionalized violence in TV and film has become increasingly popular. Take a look at some of the top grossing TV shows over the past couple of years.
Game of Thrones, where the fight for the mythical lands of Westeros ranks in millions of viewers each season. It's been said that Game of Thrones averages about 13 deaths an episode. Yikes. The Walking Dead, a show that follows Rick Grimes and a bunch of survivors as they make their way through a world run by the dead. Apparently, all the principal actors on set have a last supper the day they film their death scenes. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty cool.
We are the Walking Dead.
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
It's good to be back.
How does it feel?
Groovy.
Continuing 30 years on from the classic Evil Dead films and Army of Darkness, Ash has spent the time avoiding responsibility, maturity, and the terrors of the Evil Dead. This show's tagline tells you everything you need to know. Glory, gory, hallelujah. Preach! Sons of Anarchy. A man in his early 30s struggles to find the balance in his life between being a new dad and his motorcycle club. The main character, Jax, reportedly has one of the highest kill counts of the entire series, with a brutal 45 direct murders by the finale. Damn, that boy Jax is cold-blooded.
For as long as we humans have existed, we have demanded to be entertained. And one of our favourite forms of entertainment is that of the violent nature.
Just take a look at one of the most popular sports in the world right now. UFC. Over the past 25 years, MMA, mixed martial arts, has evolved from barbaric, organised brawls to the fastest growing sport in the world, mainly due to the growth of the UFC, now valued in the region of $4 billion. The popularity of the UFC has exceeded all other fighting sports, and now consistently achieves more pay-per-view buys than boxing and even rivaling the WWE. Are UFC fighters our modern-day gladiators?
From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
I hear a lot of older generations complaining and saying, we've become complacent with violence, desensitized. I say what a lot of caca. When you think about it, violence in entertainment has been decreasing for the past couple centuries. Consider an average day out for a Roman citizen. Mum and dad might take the kid to the Colosseum, they might see some athletics, some races, or they might see a fight to the death and someone getting fed to a lion. The family might have been close enough to the action to smell the blood. How's that for an experience, kids? And back in those times, this was perfectly acceptable as entertainment.
Are you not entertained?
But today, of course, in the 21st century of political correctness, some would consider seeing something like that to be traumatizing. Not that I disagree, but there's a difference between watching someone get fed to a lion in reality and seeing something like that on television. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot you. Oh yeah, what's that? Because I saw it on TV and it looked badass. Pew 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 pew. What? Come on.
You guys are psychos! You've seen one too many TV shows!
No! Watching television shows doesn't create psycho killers. Canceling TV shows does. The Wayans Brothers was a good show, man. It was a good ass show, and we didn't even get a final episode.
Right? Fast forward to the Middle Ages, where the practice of torturing and killing people as entertainment was frowned upon and considered unacceptable. This in itself is a massive step. Don't get me wrong, people were still tortured and killed in great numbers during this time. The mass is still considered entertainment, but it just had some sort of justification to it. The victim had to be accused, not convicted, just accused of some crime. In order to be accused of a crime in those days, all you had to do was have an opinion that didn't coincide with that of the masses. And if that was the case, families would be brought to watch you be burned alive. Awesome. Just for having an opinion, right? And if a human wasn't available, you could always find an animal to torture or kill for entertainment. Skip another few centuries with me as we go to Victorian England, where the death penalty still existed and was used as a matter of course. Executions were well and truly still public events, but the purpose of it being entertainment had diminished. An execution had become a solemn event, which was expected to follow a trial and conviction. Don't get me wrong, the crime could still be pretty petty, for example breaking and entering, but at least this time the accused would have a chance and the opportunity to prove his or her innocence. The practice of tormenting and killing animals still existed, yet it was only discussed in private company, and certainly at that point was not a family event. So where do we stand in history when it comes to violence as entertainment? How does the violence that takes place in movies, television, even in music, how does that compare? In my opinion, it doesn't compare. You want to compare someone pretending to kill someone or hurt someone, as realistic as it may look, to an event where people would go and watch murder taking place. There is no comparison. But that's my opinion. That's a wrap on this vlog, guys. I hope you all have an extremely mediocre day, and I'll catch you next time.
This is what you get for f***ing around with Yakuzas! Go home to your mother!
That was really whack.